Akusō. In English, Akusō is translated into evil monks, evil priests, or something close to that along those lines. What this means, though, is it was a word used for Buddhist monks or priests that did not follow Buddhist precepts or who broke monastic vows. It was more commonly used for monks that broke monastic vows, but there were also instances of it being used towards what we today would call Buddhist priests. The word is made up of two kanji, the first being pronounced aku in this compound, meaning evil, wicked, wrong, bad, false, something along those lines. And the second is pronounced so, which was and still is a general term and one of the characters used for Buddhist monks and priests. Now, Buddhist monks and priests not being strict adherents to precepts and vows was not an uncommon occurrence in premodern Japan, but the term Akusō was not always used for them. However, it was relatively common for monasteries and temples to become involved in secular affairs for their own benefits, such as to guarantee or expand land rights, and therefore revenue, general political influence specific political decisions, protect what they already had, etc., as well as fight each other over religious, doctrinal disputes and disputes over land rights, among other issues. And it was those kinds of situations when the term Akusō was most frequently applied. Basically, when they created a public disturbance or had a conflict with a governing entity, be that the imperial court, provincial governors, or later regional warlords, among other possibilities. There's also sometimes a link made between Akusō and the Sohei, so-called warrior monks. The historical reality of the latter was quite different than the modern image. Some consider them to be different, some consider them to be related, such as the Sohei were a type of Akusō. Some use the terms interchangeably, and others consider Akusō to be the more historically accurate term for what we now call Sohei. Probably the most well-known example of Akusō is the monks from Mount Hiei marching on the capital Kyoto, carrying portable shrines and engaging in intimidation, violence, and destruction. An image which has also been distorted, but still based on a real thing that happened more than once. Although it is most frequently used when talking about the Heian and Kamakura periods, the term Akusō continued to be used centuries later. As just one notable example, the monks and priests involved with the Iko-iki of the Honganji branch of Jodo Shinshu, true Pure Land school of Buddhism, in the 15th and 16th centuries were sometimes referred to as Akusō. While Akusō is now generally defined as Buddhist monks and priests that did not keep precepts and monastic vows, historically how this was qualified was not really strictly or well defined. But hopefully this video has helped that if you come across the word, you have some basic idea of what is meant by it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you giving me your time. And a special thank you to my subscribers and to my Patreon supporter, Coulter Nebel. Until next time, otsukaresama deshita.